Hello, good morning, second year. Today our topic is Third Thoughts by E.V. Lucas. Among the 20th century essayists, E.V. Lucas is one who is generally regarded as the true inheritor of the manner of Lamb. He is one of the most prolific essayists of our age. He worked long as a journalist and contributed mostly to the Punch. His most representative and popular collection Punch. His most representative and popular collection of essays entitled The Character and Comedy, which published in 1907. Lucas has followed in the footsteps of Lamb. He has Lamb's humanity, his all-embracing sympathy, his humor and whimsicality, and his confidential tone, as well as his passive yearning for the beauty and charm of the old things and personalities. But he has wisely avoided the many extravagances of Lamb as well as his many mannerisms of style. He has the virtues of Lamb without his faults. Lucas has a remarkably accurate power of observation and an equally remarkably capacity of discovering beauty and mystery in the commonplace things and objects of life. Lucas writes a pure, chaste, lucid, and clear prose, which has effortless ease, spontaneity, conciseness, and compactness. He is one of those essayists who have fully exploited the poetic possibilities of English prose to describe the beauty and glory of the familiar and the common. His essay, Third Thoughts, which we are going to study today, begins like this. This story was told to me by a friend. Now I'm going to narrate this essay's summary. In his essay titled Third Thoughts, E.V. Lucas presents the changing nature of the human mind. Lucas proposes that his friend, who was not a successful businessman, once purchased a painting for 10 shillings, which turned out to be an authentic Turner. Thus, he was able to sell it for 50 pounds, providing him with a profit of 49 pounds 10 shillings. As an ethical man, he wanted to share half of the profit with the dealer, as he had made a very fair deal. Later, he thought it was not practical and decided to give him just 10 pounds. However, this decision also could not put him at ease, and he decided to send just 5 pounds, because if he sent the dealer 10 pounds, he would always expect similar treatments from other customers every day and would be disappointed because such letters would never come. Next, he thought if he gave him 5 pounds, the goddess of business would be angry. He controlled his emotions and was ready to send just a pound to the dealer. Later, he went to the club for lunch and lost all he had in a game of bridge. In the end, he concludes that buying and selling are basic transactions between a customer and a dealer. And when the deal ends, there is no obligation of any duty on either side. Hence, in this case too, the question doesn't arise of paying anything to the dealer. The essay reflects the innate greed in man that dominates over one's desire to be good or generous. It's a study of the human psyche that comes to frailties of human nature. Now go through the text of the essay and critically summarize Lucas' idea in the essay Third Thoughts. Another question can be like that. Discuss the thoughts playing in the mind of the narrator's friend after selling the painting. Another long question can be like that. Discuss in brief the conversation between the dealer and the narrator's friend at the old curiosity shop. Or the other one can be, why did the narrator's friend decide to destroy the envelope and its contents? After going through the text, you will be able to write reference to context, short answer questions, long answer questions, essay type questions from this essay. Thank you for the time being.